Baren HH Old Dark Fired. A bold flake of dark fired burleys in a well balanced unity with flue cured Virginias. This flake is hot pressed, meaning that during the pressing, heat is added by steam to the tobaccos, which causes the tobacco to intensify the marrying process, giving us a bolder tobacco. The robust, earthly flavor of the dark fired burleys shines through in the taste, and you will experience a deeply satisfying smoke indeed. Notes: one of the most fascinating parts about this tobacco that will be sure to confuse a lot of American pipe smokers is that, despite the fact that H.H. Old Dark Fired contains zero latakia, Baren still considers it in English because of the method used in its production, specifically the steam press. Brand Baren, blended by Per Jensen, manufactured by Baren, blend type Virginia Burley, contents Burley, Kentucky, Virginia, cut flake, country Denmark.
How you doing, YouTubers? My beard never looks straight on camera. Bastard! I got gray all in my hair and my beard now. I mean, it's all right. I don't care. What does it matter? What am I trying to be pretty? Got the old Trump mug. Yes, sir. I know what's going on. Don't worry about me, guys. I know what's going on around here. It's drizzling. Look what I made yesterday when I was talking to Father Baren on the phone. Eat your heart out, Beans. You might make amazing pipes. My friend, that is the best single check tool poker thingy made from an old pipe cleaner. You got to start somewhere. Very cool that Beans, Brian Doran did that shop tour. Helped me out a lot. If I had one request, I need to swing in there and probably just drop a comment. You know, but I don't want to be like that, like needy. Could you please do this for me? So supposedly, and again, I don't know pipe terminology, so you'll have to forgive me. Whenever you're drilling out the air chamber or the mortise and all that kind of stuff on the pipe, where the metal lathe has an advantage is that it is more accurate, and I think that's typically where people will struggle. You can carve your bowls out and do all that stuff on a wood lathe. It's all the air passageway stuff and the mortise where you put your stem. That's where it becomes tricky. So if he were to show me one thing, it's like, how on earth are you doing that on a wood lathe? That I'd want to see. But assuming Brian actually starts making pipe crafting content, whatever it may be, no crazy expectations, you know, a little bit here and there. And I want him to do that. I guess I'll tag him in this video. I'm going to go ahead and create a playlist for that. The Brian Doran pipe playlist. And I know I said a while back that I was going to create a Brian Doran or a Beans 316 favorite tobaccos playlist. I still intend on doing that. I just haven't gotten around to it. I hope you all are doing good. This coffee's amazing. Got me some Baren HH Old Dark Fired. Yeah, don't spill it. I'm a little surprised because the flakes, that's 2 flakes. Whatever. They don't fluff up quite as much as other flakes. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. That may not be true. I don't know. Ignore that. Who cares? What does it matter? I'm gonna be honest. I've only had this one other time, and I tried it. When it was hot out. It was evening, but you can't smoke this in the heat. So I can already tell you, unless you live on the Alaskan ice sheets or in the North Pole or something, this is most certainly not an all year round smoke. But it's what you'd come to expect. I know a lot of people gush over this blend. Leathery barbecue, campfire, in your face. Just in your face. That's what I remember. Now, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you here. I've only smoked this once. Like I said, it was kind of a bad experience. It was too hot to smoke. It's cool now. I spilled tobacco all over my crotch. Can't go anywhere out in public. It's been in a mason jar for almost 2 years. I've got 13 other 10s in there I need to pop. Bro, you're running way too close to my car. I don't like your attitude. Think you can run up on me like that? I pack heat. I think I'm scared of you because I'm a midget? Is that what y'all think? Do you think I'm scared of you because I'm a midget? Think I'm scared of Brian Doran or Stove Piper? I'm already messing that guy's name up. I'm not scared of those guys. They're way far away from me. I'm on the other side of a phone screen. What are they going to do to me? Nothing. I'm an idiot. Gotta say, that was pretty nice. Yeah, the other thing I was going to say, I'll be honest with you. I like to usually smoke the same blend out of a fresh pipe a couple of times to give an authentic review. Because the last thing I smoked in this was the Baren HH Burley Flake. There's going to be mild ghosting. But if I were to pick one blend that I had, or 2 blends, the Bold Kentucky and this, probably doesn't really matter. I'm pretty sure it's going to slice damn near right through it. I have a thing, man. I'm real easy about getting my pipes lit. I don't like to sit there and... I feel like it can ruin the tobacco if you overheat it. I'm perfectly fine with 5 false lights, 6. I don't care. I enjoy the whole process. I guess one question I'd have for Beans is, well, one thing I realized, I always thought maybe, if I really want to do this, I need to have a home. Because I've looked at like townhomes with garages. I still think, especially with an air compressor, if I want to run like a sandblaster, even though there's 2-car garages on townhomes, they're still connected. The vibrations and the noise, I think it would piss my neighbors off. I still think I need a traditional buffer between homes of like 20 feet, 18 feet, what have you. Something that's not actually attached to a neighboring home. In order to do that successfully and not piss my neighbors off. And I don't think any of it would be a problem other than the air compressor. So unless there's another way to perform rusticating a pipe, this is completely different than what I remember because it's cool, because of the temperature. Not only did I smoke this and it was hot, but it was like humid and like tropical and sauna environment when I like some blends you just can't do that. I don't care how much you like it. I'll be honest, even a light, very mild straight Virginia in the heat, I don't, can affect you. It's good. I mean, there's some slight grit on the retro hail. That's to be expected. I may have to splice this video up so I can give you my full impression all the way down. I usually start recording when I'm like halfway down the bowl, so I'll be back. She's good. Another thing I'd like to know is how Beans does his stems. From what I've seen, the stems intimidate me. The whole chamber, the bowl and the shaping, that takes time. No doubt that takes experience, but I think that's the least of the problems. It's the mortise, the stem, your ear passages. I mean, truly, even if you shape your pipe poorly, you can still get it to smoke if you can accomplish those other things correctly. But your ear passage, you mess that up, it's trash. Mess up your stem, you got to start over. Mess up your mortise, got to start over. I think it's the mortise. That's where you countersink, where your stem goes into, I think. I don't know. Or is the mortise the little plastic piece you have to actually glue in? Hey, walking up on me like that, bro? I don't feel safe. Rinky Dink, you could research a little bit before you come on here and just start flapping your gums. I know. I'll let that rest. Need to go to H-E-B and pick up some mason jars. I hate doing it. I wish, like when Baren sold their bulk bags, they would put they would seal that in a way where you could just keep it in there. I hate taking it out of the boxes, but you know, I Googled it and no one recommends I leave it in the original packaging. And I've Googled that several times because I've bought many 1 pound boxes of Mac Baren product. So every time I forget and I Google it and I'm like, oh yeah, I've been on this forum. It's kind of a shame because it's just pretty. The presentation, I'd love to keep it in its original packaging. And I know you can get Mylar bags or Kevlar, whatever, Mylar bags and different things. What's the point? Well, yeah, I don't know what the point is. And I might be able to. I'm not risking it. I'm not risking it. I'm still gushy. I'm still gushing over that gift. Thank you, Greg. That's awesome, man. I've been smoking that Burley Flake for days. It's amazing. I found another YTPC presenter a while back. I finally just got around to watching her content. Forget her name. Polly something, Posily, I don't know, Polly Piper something. So we've got the Polly Piper chick, we got Carolina Rose, I believe. There's another female presenter who is a pipe smoker, and I forget her name. I don't even know if I'm subscribed to her anymore because I had swapped channels. Because I made it a new YTPC content channel. And then of course we have Cigar Vixen, everyone knows her. I'm sure there's more. But it's always nice when females come into this community, I think. I don't think cigar smoking and pipe smoking is just for men. Not at all. Okay, now we're getting into some magic. I was wondering. I was like, man, this is much lighter than I recall it being. Now we're getting into some magical territory. So this is probably, yeah. Usually when I start my video, it's around this time. Anyways, I'll put her channel description in the bucket, and Carolina Rose, and Cigar Vixen. I probably ought to create a playlist, female YTPC members, just because they're so rare. They're like unicorns when you see them. Look at that! Wow! Is she smoking a cigar? I think she's smoking a cigar. It's like when you come across a flamingo out of nowhere, you're like, what the? Shocking. All the flavors are starting to meld together now. I'm getting more of that rich barbecue, campfirey, everything everyone knows and has come to expect. It's getting a little thicker. I could have swore last time I smoked this, it was overwhelming, but I was also more of a new pipe smoker. It's not overwhelming to me at all anymore. It takes a while to work your way into Burleys and Kentuckys and strong vapors. And I will say though, Mutton Chop Piper turned me on to Maltese Falcon, and I haven't smoked it in a while, and I'm sure I'd still like it. Having spread my wings and had more experience with other blends, I really do. I don't think I'm big on Orientals. I do like Latakia. I like the Virginias, the Periques, everything else. I haven't had a lot. I don't know that I've had any Oriental dominant blend. One. I'm sure I would not like that. Maybe I would. I don't know. I haven't had a lot of experience with Kentucky, and I do have that bold Kentucky in there. I may not like that. I don't know. The STG Baren acquisition, I try not to think about it because I don't want to get involved. I don't want to get emotional. I don't want to impulse buy. And besides, Greg Tunnel took care of me. Okay. I mean, I'm not bragging. I'm just saying. It's trying to be funny. It sounds like I'm bragging, but that's God's way of saying, there you go. Just allow that to be enough. I don't know. I haven't looked into this, but I haven't looked into it at all. Is there good reason to believe that they're going to discontinue anything? And if so, if you'd let me know, I'd appreciate that. I'll tell you one thing. When I smoked their HH Latakia flake, I was blown away by that stuff. And I shit you not, that stuff makes pirate cake look like a joke. And I like pirate cake, guys. I'm not trying to be a jerk face. Maybe it was just that one experience. I have these things. Every now and then I'll smoke a blend and it's just pure magic. And I'll go back to it and it's okay. But that seemed good from light from when I first lit it to the heel. Like, it seemed special the whole way through. I find it very hard to believe. Usually when the magic happens, it's halfway to 2/3 through, down at the heel or something. I don't know, man. I'd love to get y'all's input on that. Any one of you out there that likes pirate cake, please go smoke some Baren HH Latakia flake and get back to me. I don't know if Beans has reviewed that yet. Maybe I'll go see what he says, if he has. I don't think he has. This is good. This is real good. I gotta be honest, because when I last smoked this, I was such a new pipe smoker. I thought I might come out here and I thought I was gonna pick up on what people like about it and tell you that it wasn't my thing. This is great. It's real hard to review pipe tobacco in the beginning. It takes a while to adjust. I mean, from someone that smoked cigarettes 20 years and smoked cigars for a good while before I opened this channel, it does take a while to get your palate situated, to get your sinuses situated, to familiarize yourself with things, to come to realize that your preferences are probably way more broader than you realize when you first come into this. But yeah, man, like, I wouldn't smoke this in the peak of the summer, but it's no different than like some Latakia flake or something. Like fall, winter, spring, you're good to go. Good to go. Now, if I was indoors and my house cooled really well, I could smoke it all year round. Who cares? It's good. Goes great with coffee. Sorry, I got some nose things going on here, okay? I've had sinus issues for like 2 or 3 weeks because of the season. I can't be alone with that. Are you guys interested in seeing Beans do more pipe crafting content? I'd love to see that. Am I alone? My sense of it is he doesn't think the majority of his subscribers care too much about that. My other sense of it is it's a lot of editing, it's a lot of recording, and it can kind of be a problem. Tripod moving. But I'm not talking about, I don't expect him to do a pipe from beginning to end. If he wants to do that, that's great. I'm talking about in sections. Every now and then you just throw it in one of your videos, one phase, one aspect of that process. That way, he goes out there, he hits record, he goes through one phase where he walks up to the lathe, he does the thing he usually does, he stops it, that's it. He puts that in one of his tobacco review videos, right? And then the next tobacco review, maybe it's the second phase, or it can be on a different pipe. It doesn't matter. It's kind of how I was thinking. It'd be a way for him to incorporate it in, and he can fast forward it and put it in high speed where, you see it. It's like 2 minutes or something, Be much easier to edit for him. He won't have to sit there and, I don't know. I have to be honest, one thing I was considering later on, I think what Beans needs later on when I have a full frame DSLR camera or something, I gotta go down there and record him. I can rig him up with the lavalier microphone on a recorder he puts in his pocket. He just makes a pipe. I'm talking about years from now or something. He just makes a pipe. He don't have to do crap. I'm capturing the audio. I'm capturing all the video. I'm editing it. And it would be like a Brian Doran, a video that he has that captures. I could go through all his content and splice in different videos of him just reviewing tobacco. I don't have to include the actual audio on those videos. But just to try to capture and encapsulate him as the Brian Doran, pipe maker, family man, YTPC presenter, Beans 316, kind of concentrate that with a little bit of music. I'm capturing his audio, so maybe every now and then he's making a statement about what he's doing with the pipe, and I can put that in there. And pretty much the whole video would just be visual with music. I think I'd make a lot of it black and white. And with the right camera lens, that would look nice. And I like audio and video, and I'd be like, cool, man, and then, whatever, I'd smoke a pipe with him. I'd come back home, put it into Final Cut Pro, edit all this. This has to come later, but I'd edit all this, send him a copy, and he could either put it on his channel, or we could both put it on our channels, whatever. And that would be the thumbnail. That would become the thumbnail, or whatever. It'd be a part of the playlist I'm making, which is the Beans 316 pipe making playlist, I guess. I don't know. But maybe later he could incorporate that video into his Briar Guy, Brian Doran pipe eBay listing or something, if you can do those things. I don't know. People can come to his channel and play that and be like, oh, okay. I just like stuff like that. I like mom and pop shop stuff. I like spending the time capturing the craftsmanship of something that's quaint and organic and earthy and genuine. Like maybe a shot or two of him and his wife or something. Nothing, I don't want to get personal, that'd be up to him. But, come on. The only thing is I'd want to get I would really want to purchase some good royalty-free music, which you can do that. None of this rinky-dink crap or my music. Some real good music that I could lay over that, buy the rights to. I mean, there's artists that do this all day long. They sell their stuff. It's royalty-free. You own the license once you purchase it. So it's just good, And I was thinking about that, like, once I had my gear up and running, like, I'd like to do that for a lot of people, maybe. Just because I like the video and audio stuff. It'd be so much easier if he was retired, though. Trying to line that up to where it works for everybody. Like, think of it. Say I go to, like, Potter Piper. I go visit Potter Piper. And I do that same thing, but it's got nothing to do with him as a pipe maker. It's an encapsulation. It's a series of, it's a slide reel. It shows Potter Piper the priest, Potter Piper the pipe smoker, the YTPC member, those different things. Now, that'd be a little harder because I doubt I'd be able to get my camera into a church service, a mass. You know, it's possible. You don't have to be Catholic to go to a mass. I've been to mass before. You just have to kind of do this thing when you... Same deal with Greg. Like, you know, Greg the contractor, the construction worker. You know, follow him around. I don't know. I think about this kind of stuff. I like this kind of stuff. I guess a lot of us are too boring for that. You know I am. It's easier if you do something like make pipe or do something like that. Granted. Chillax is the one that gave me the... made me think of it because he was just joking around when I was asking Beans about, you know, his process or whatever. He was like, you should go down there. And it got me thinking. I was like, you know, there actually could be a real application for something like that maybe one day. But, you know, I'd want to get the gear, play with it, practice, know exactly what I'm doing. Because I'm telling you, I'm not hopping on a plane or driving across country just to do it half-ass and get back and be like, oops, I need more footage. I ain't doing that. I ain't doing it. This is great. Really kind of blowing my socks off here. It's kind of, it's really shocking me. I've come far as a pipe smoker. Wow. Night and day difference from when I last smoked this. Yeah, I'd keep this in my permanent rotation along with the Baren HH Latakia flake and the Baren HH Burley flake. Again, I'm going to have to go back and try the Baren HH Virginia flake again because I don't know what it was. Last time I smoked that, it just was, there was almost nothing to it. Oh, this cat's about to catch a squirrel. Oh, shit. He's about to get him. He's about to get him. Okay. He barely got away, boy. I tell you what. He barely got away. Barely got away. Anyways, this video is so long, but most of this will be cut out. You all have a great weekend. I'm going to finish my pipe. I got some laundry to do. I got a grocery shop and do some other stuff. I'll see you later. Ciao. Forgot to mention, I finished it. The grittiness on the Retro Hail was only at the beginning. It completely smoothed out and went away. Okay.